Hello, my name is Shibani, and today we are going to travel to the country of India to learn about an Indian classical dance form called Odissi. Can you say Odissi? Good job. Odissi originates from the eastern state of Odisha and dates back to the 2nd century BC, which means it's thousands and thousands of years old. Today, we're going to learn about some of the basic postures, stances, and movements in Odissi. But before we get started, we're going to learn about Bhumi Pranam. Bhumi means Mother Earth. Pranam means our prayers. Each time before we start our dance practice, and after we're done with our dance practice, we do Bhumi Pranam. Can you say Bhumi Pranam? Bhumi Pranam. Good job. Let me show you Bhumi Pranam first before we get started. Let's try it together now. We're going to start out in this Namaskar hand position, where both of our palms are joined together and fingertips are joined together, facing up. Then we're going to take one step forward while opening out our arms in a circle, back to Namaskar. Then we're going to sit on our toes with our knees to the side, touch the ground, touch our eyes, over our head, step back into Namaskar again. Let's try that together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1. Good job. Don't worry, when we're done with our practice, we'll come back to Bhumi Pranam again. The first basic stance or posture we're going to cover today is called Joka. Can you say Joka? Good job. This is what the Joka position looks like. Let's try it together. To measure your feet out in Joka position, face your toes to one side and measure out one of your own feet position apart. Then we're going to sit with our knees to the side as much as we can and put our hands and arms in this square-like position with fingers pointing directly to the front. The next basic position that we'll cover is Tribhanga. You can do Tribhanga on either side. Take both of your hands and make a fist position. One hand is going to go on your waist, the other right above your knee. But make sure the foot that you put your fist in above your knee is in front. All of your weight should be on the back leg. Tribhanga literally means 3 bends. One at the knee, one at the torso, and one at the neck. Tribhanga. Let's try Tribhanga on the other side. So remember, one foot is in front, one is slightly behind it. Both hands in a fist, on your waist, on top of your knee, bend your knees. Make sure you have your 3 bends at the knee, at the torso, and at the neck. Tribhanga. The third thing in Odissi that sets it apart from other Indian classical dance forms is the movement of the torso. This is a very controlled movement where you need to make sure your hips aren't moving, your shoulders aren't moving, but everything in between is moving. Why don't you give it a try? You can do this movement side to side, front to back. Let's try going in a circle now. Let's try the circle the other way now. Good job. So let's come back to the joka position and let's practice a stepping in joka. Every day when we do our dance practice, we do a series of exercises to make our body flexible, light, and conditioned for our steppings. There's probably about 50 different steppings, but today we'll just learn one, and we'll do a stepping in the joka position. Remember the joka position? Right. So our first step that we're going to do is we're going to hit our right foot. Then we're going to hit our left foot. Let's try it with the B. Right, left. Let's try faster. Good job. So now that we've learned a stepping in joka, let's move on and work on some of our hand gestures. In Indian classical dance, we use our hands to tell a story. These are called mudras. Can you say mudra? Good job. The first mudra that we'll cover is called Pataka. Pataka literally means a flag, flying. It can also be used to show a river, the wind, you, the viewer, me, someone deep in thought, water. Let's try another mudra. Let's try Arla Padma. This is what Arla Padma looks like. Arla Padma can be used to show flowers blooming in a garden, a bee coming to a flower, and so on. Pataka and Arla Padma are single hand gestures. We can combine two hands together to show different things. For example, this is how you would show a bird. This is how you show a bed. This is how you show two birds talking. We can show a snake. Let's try showing a snake together. Take both of your hands, slightly bend your fingers, and interlock your thumbs. In India, we have a lot of cobra snakes, so your fingers are meant to be the hood of the cobra. If we want to show a cobra snake moving, we move our wrists and our arms side to side. If we want to show the cobra attacking its prey, that's how we would show that. Cobra. Now that we know about joka, tribhanga, the movement with the torso, and mudras, let's see how it all comes together in a dance form with music, with costume, and everything.
Tajenu tari tako chenu ta cham tari cham tari ta cham tari ta cham ta kita tako chenu kita tak pani da ga pa ma ga ni sa sa sa. Pa sa ni pani da ga pa ma ga ni sa sa sa. Sa ga re sa. Ga ma pa ma. Pa da ni sa ga re sundari sajena.
Well, I hope you enjoyed that dance piece. And I'm sure you noticed the use of joka, tribhanga, and the torso in all of the body movements. Now, before we end, let's not forget about Bhumi Pranam. Let's start with our hands together. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Touch the ground, touch our eyes, above our head. Thank you for joining me today on this journey to India to learn about Odissi.